Hi everyone, it's Mark from Brave Auto International in Japan. Today I'm sitting in a 2006 Subaru Impreza S204. I'm just about to take for a road test, which is actually going to be a bit different today. So I'll just get underway and I'll tell you what's going to be different. Okay, today's road test is going to be longer, and it's actually our normal road test that we do as soon as the vehicles arrive from the auction. We do this road test on them. The videos that I've made in the past of the road tests, they are just videos that we've made for the YouTube channel. So you probably notice I normally turn down that way, but my normal road tests are actually longer and they actually go a completely different way. So I'll just turn down here. This road here I'm about to go down is very, very rough, and I use it for checking the suspension in the vehicles. And while I'm going down here, it's also just getting the vehicle to come up to temp before I get out onto the main roads where I can actually go up through the gears. You probably noticed in the other videos, hang on, along here is the rough piece I was talking about, and you'll notice, you should see it on the camera. If there's any suspension noise, you'll hear it along here. Okay, so as I was saying, the videos I've made before, they're just short videos I make after the vehicle's been processed, photographed, and I just do a quick road test video just to show customers what we do on YouTube. And it's not actually the real road test. So the one I'm doing now is actually the real road test, and it's completely different. It's about 15 kilometres long. Yeah, so you may get a bit bored with this. The reason I don't video this one is because I do it as soon as the vehicles arrive in. We're fairly busy and I don't really have much time to muck around hooking up cameras and etc. So I only do the odd videos now and then, which I do little short ones up near the office. So it's really important to road test the vehicles, especially when they've come out of the auction. I know a lot of agents don't bother doing it. The vehicles go directly from the auction straight to the port or the port storage yards, and they'll hop in the vehicle there, start it up, move it backwards and forwards, and say it's a good car. The way I look at it, and I've been doing it for 20 years, is I wouldn't buy a vehicle and hand over 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 grand without road testing it. It's as simple as that. And I realise what I'm doing now is actually after the vehicle's been bought out of auction. But the idea of doing it now is, if there's a problem with the vehicle, I'd rather stop the vehicle from being exported, going back to the customer and saying, hey look, the vehicle's doing this and that or whatever. What would you like to do? Would you like to continue with the vehicle, or would you like us to put it back through the auction for you? So rather than exporting it and then the customer gets the vehicle and then realises the gears are crunching or the diff's whining, it's overheating or whatever, I stop the problem here before it becomes a major problem overseas. Plus, I like road testing them too, so, you know. So I'm just waiting for it to come up a little bit up to temp. As I said, this is a S204, so it's one of the limited edition WRXs, build number 303. It's done 116,000 Ks and it's absolutely immaculate. There's a walk around video as well. I'll put a link on here and you'll see what I mean. I bought this was grade 4 out of the auction. I bought it for stock and it actually never made it to the website, which a lot of stock doesn't. It got, a customer heard about it word of mouth and said he would take it. So you probably won't see this one on the website at all. It's got aftermarket diffie gauges here. It's got the original glove box lid in the boot, so it can be put back to original. And the diffie gauges are boost, oil temp, and oil pressure. So what I'm doing is, during the road test, it's just, first I like to do just a general drive, and it's just to get a feel for the vehicle, you know. And then what I'm looking for is what the gearbox is like, whether it's whining, under load and off load, whether the synchros are crunching between second and third, especially when you're going cross shifting, coming down, or even going up actually. Check and make sure the clutch is as good as it can be. Make sure the temperatures are right, there's no smoke, there's no noises. After it's been put under a bit of stress, I'm just waiting here for that car to get a bit further forward. This is the part I actually stretch its legs. And it's going to try the brakes. Yep, certainly got some brakes. So there I'm just running up the gears just to make sure it goes up nice. And then what I sort of do is, every vehicle's different on how I test it anyway. If it's Mercedes, it's automatic, it's a completely different style drive I do. So what I'm doing now is I'm just seeing if there's any whining noises in the drivetrain. Which is fine. And also just checking what the response is like. Brakes have got a little bit of a squeak to it, but this vehicle's actually been washed and it's already been processed. I'm just doing this road test now just to show the proper road test we do. The brakes are squeaking a little bit, which is probably just because we've washed them. Well, not washed the brakes, but washed the car. I've got the diff set on auto as well. It's got the manual control as well. Very responsive. These, out of your WRXs, these are my favourite. Absolutely love these. All the temperatures are right. Oil pressure's good. Very good actually. Yeah, no, this is it's a nice drive. You've got your intercooler spray with the automatic as well as manual control. Climate air, which all works. What I do is I've just sort of given it a burst just to see what it's like, and then I just drive it generally normal again, just make sure there's no pulling, especially once you're getting some heat through the mechanicals. You know, I'm just it's hard to explain, but I'm just trying to get a feel for the car, and you can tell a nice car from a bad car. So what I do up here, there's another stretch which I can actually go right up through the gears. So what I do along this bit here is go up through the gears again. So it's 4. 2006. And I'll give another brake test here, which is good. So I normally go back down here and just give it another squirt. Just seeing what the response is like, which is good. Okay, so that's the, now I sort of go back to normal driving and just plod back to the office and write up my little report, which I keep on file in the office. This is actually really nice car, nice drive. Very quick too. Being the S204, it's got the short gears, so it's very, very responsive. All the temperatures are right, hasn't gone up, creeped up or anything. So I don't drive like that normally with my normal day-to-day driving. It's just when I'm road testing the vehicles like this type. You know, I believe, and there's no use hopping in the car and driving it like this. You know, I need to put it under some pressure because I want to see what it's doing. And if anything's going to happen, brake or whatever, I want it to brake here. So, but don't misunderstand me. I'm not abusing the vehicle. I'm just running it up through the gears and then giving it a brake test. And it's super important to me to make sure everything's right. So sometimes the road test can take 10 minutes, other times it can take 20 minutes. It just depends on the traffic and whether I get the green lights or not. Sometimes if there's a lot of traffic, I end up going up and down that straight piece a few times. So sometimes it can take me 20 minutes. And this is where I came down before and went up there. In Japan, you stop for the railway lines. Oh, anyway, here comes a train. In Japan, you stop for the railway lines even if the gates are open and there's no lights going, which there is at the moment, obviously. You stop and then go across. Where in, you know, like in New Zealand, where I'm originally from, if there's nothing stopping you from going through, you go through. So, but here we stop and then go through. And the good thing here in Japan, I don't know if you can see through the camera or not, but it actually is telling you which way the train's coming from. So you can see the red arrow. So it's coming from my right, and it will go through. And unfortunately, it's not the bullet train, so it will take probably a few minutes. So here comes your train now. Okay, so this is back to the yard. And yeah, so that's your normal road test. And yeah, so what I'll do is I normally do my normal road test videos. I do a walk around, so I'll do a quick one of this as well. So that's your 2006 S204. Just letting it cool down from that test drive. Super nice and blue. That's our dealer plate on it, so which enables me to drive them. Door still open. Close. Give you a look inside. Don't know if you know much about these, but they have half leather and half suede Recaro seats, and the Recaro seats are actually carbon fibre. So that's real carbon fibre. Absolutely super nice seats and super comfy. Give you a quick peek under the bonnet. Well, I've got this here. There's a full walk around video anyway, but I don't know if you can see in there. You can see STI written on the intercooler. Nice and quiet. I can get the camera to go down. You'll be able to see the build number. So 303. They have a carbon fibre front lip as well. 18-inch alloys. Brembos. Super nice, love them. And they'll become collectible too as time goes on. It's even got a Brave Auto sticker, look at that. Okay, anyway guys, that's Mark from Brave Auto International in Japan, and that was just showing you what our normal test drive is. Okay, until next time, see you later.